Alright everybody, this is J Mac with On the Snap, back for some of my favorite shots. I'm sure now that I'm working on them or showing you guys how much I love them that I'll mess them all up. But these are going to be cushion first shots. I'm going to do 3 of those and then move on. So this will have 3 different shots, shots number 36, 37, and 38. So the idea behind this one, there's 2 thoughts on how to do this one. The one I see most frequently is really double the distance. So when I say that is, and you'll see Shane Van Boening, one of the best players in the world, do this pretty frequently. So shot to the 8 is blocked, so he's going to come off the rail first, and what he'll do is he'll come over and measure the distance to the contact point on the shot. So if I were to hit right there, it would go in. So from that distance to the point of the rail, so what are it, 2.5 inches-ish, and he'll take that and he'll bring it back. He'll bring that point back, same distance. Try to measure that distance. You can do it with your cue, if that's something you like more. So it's about that much, and you'll take that much and you'll put it on the point of the cue and bring it back. So I've got on here, because I wanted to make sure it was consistent, a paper reinforcement thing here. The book has it a little bit different of a way. It's saying use a cross section here to come in, like if you were coming from the other side and had a ball right here, and you could bank it in that way. So kick it in that way. But you'll see these lines are in line. So in my vision center, I generally try to aim for back here where that point is. What this one is doing is have you aim at the point, which you could have done by just after you got that distance, getting a line back to the cue ball and seeing where that was. So right now I'm blocked on the 8 ball. If I go at either of those reinforcement rings, center, top, high, a little high center, it goes in. So walk you through both of those things again. I put paper reinforcements there so I know how to set it up again. But double distance is you find that contact point, aim it, measure it, bring it back, takes you to this point. If you put the cue ball over there, you'd see it where to aim on the pot. It would be here. Again, the book is you're coming in from this direction. Hopefully everybody's able to see, and finding that point on your aim, right? So it'd be right there. Come back to where the cue touched. It's right here. Make sure you're nice and blocked up. You got a clean shot on the ball. So you have to go rail first, just above center, and it could have went. Obviously I didn't hit it well enough for make it to go. The other thing he talks about is if you're in this same spot here and you're pretty lined up, let's move it a little bit closer. You're pretty lined up straight and your next ball is up here. What he's saying here is if you try to go straight into the ball, moving that ball is going to be tough. But if you do that same measurement and you figure out what that spot's at, it's going to, obviously I was so focused on getting that cue ball to move up that I did not pay attention to the shot. But if you take that same approach, it takes that cue ball and it runs it all the way up table. So it's a good spot, good technique to do that. Second one he's got here is coming down here. Your next shot is, let's see where he thinks your next shot. Your next shot is maybe over here. So I'm on the 2 ball and I need to get to the 3 ball. What he's saying on this is that you identify where that rail first shot is. So my book's not staying in place right now. It's not being used well enough. It's going to be really high because this is about a ½ inch away from the rail. But you're going to hit back here with high follow English. It's going to come off, kick it in, come up here, and float back towards the middle of the table if everything goes according to plan. So straight's no good, so I need to kick rail first. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold it for the 3, but that's where he says I should try to go. That's where I'm going to try to go. He's got it about 2 and 1, so it's about where it's at. So rail first, Follow English. I did not hit rail first. Well, I did, but way too close to the 2-ball. So don't do that. Take the game seriously and don't take every shot like it means something instead of rushing through like I'm doing right now. See, that's where I thought the cue ball would go, but it would have ended up being fine, but I've just got to make the shot. And you guys will figure out what your ball will do as you play more and more. See, I keep thinking it's going to go around that 3. I like that, so I'm not upset about where the cue ball is going. I'm just not making the 2-ball. Not even really close to making the 2-ball so far. Hitting it way too full. I'm loving what the cue ball's doing now. I'm a big fan of what the cue ball's doing. So I hit that too full. I've got to close it down a little bit. And that's what he said it would do. So that's probably why it was doing what it was doing for me instead of what he said it should do. I'll give it one more try on this if I can find the ball. Somehow the 9 balls after the 3 made all balls on the break except the 3 and the 9 and ended up here. I just didn't hit it hard enough. That would have been beautiful. So you guys get the idea of that one, I hope. Last shot on this one on the cushion first is going to be a closer shot. It's a similar situation, but a closer shot where you got a bunch of stuff in your way down over here. And your next ball, this ball's here, and your next ball is the 9 ball, and it's up in the pocket. It can't be the 9 ball, it'd be the 2 ball. This is all in here, this way. That ball's in here. So a follow shot is going to be a little difficult because of all that cluster down in there. So what you'll do is you'll hit bottom English on this ball. So this ball's here. I got myself awkward, but that's okay. So you're going to hit bottom English, rail first. So you're about here. Wow. Yeah, don't get yourself in this shot. That's no bueno. Bottom English, don't jack up that cue like I just tried to do. Find that spot on the rail. And it comes back out to give you a shot on the 3 ball, on the 2 ball. So this ball is back here. This ball is in this area. Bottom. Find your spot on the rail, and you'll get back into good shape. All right, I'll do one more for S&Gs. It's out of order, but that's okay. We'll say it's the 9 ball. It can't be the 9 ball. It doesn't matter. You guys get the idea. So you can do it from over here, and if these balls were more in the way where you really can't afford to hold it at all. And this will be it. Remember, this is J-Mac with On the Snap. If you get a chance, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm having fun with this. I hope everybody is getting something out of it, or at least getting a joke and making fun of me. Rail first, bottom English. Bring it back over for an easy shot on the deuce. This is J-Mac with On the Snap. I appreciate everybody. Scratch right here. I couldn't do it. All right. Peace and hair grease.